So we're here tonight with Mark Hoch, who is a lifelong Oley resident and lifelong Oley farmer. So welcome, Mark, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So Mark, you're currently the agricultural chairman and have been doing that for many years. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you have seen as far as any changes in the agricultural department at the fair from when you first started to now?
The numbers of animals have fluctuated back and forth. The dairy pretty much stayed the same. Beef had gone down. Last year we had a good year for beef numbers that came up. The hogs have changed a little bit because of the African swine disease. We only have the breed show. We don't have the market show anymore because they have to exchange over a day, and you have to sanitize everything from the change of the animals, so we just did the breed show. That way we still have the sow and litter, which is a big favorite of the fair because it draws kids to no end, and it's fun to watch them. And other than that, the exhibitors themselves have changed. They grow out of it. I know I had my own children in there back in the 80s. They were in the dairy shows, and as time goes on, they grew out of it, and everything moved on. I've been at it now between 15 and 20 years. We were trying to figure out how long it was. We didn't quite pinpoint exactly how it was. The old wooden pens, they were built back in about 1948. They were replaced, I'd say about 2010, something of that nature. It would have been about 12, 13 years ago from now. Would that be about right? And we bought new pens. I welded up a few for the replacement of the wooden pens. And then over 2 years, we went through the valley, found some old running gears or wagons, and we welded frames on it to hang these pens on, so it made it a lot easier to move the pens around. Besides that, and some are with pallet forks as well. And other than that, there's some tents out there yet. We rent tents today. We don't own any. The show tents we have for the dairy cattle. And there's outside exhibits. They didn't talk too much about them. They have all rented tents, but they are put up by the leaser that rents the tents out. And we still do have hurricanes. That hasn't changed. We battled with that, but out of those 3 days, if a hurricane hits, we still usually have 1.5 good days of the fair. We haven't really. Kevin, I'll ask you, was the fair ever really missed?
Well, we missed it in 2020 with COVID.
Besides COVID, I don't count COVID.
And we lost the first day of the hurricane back in, I'm not sure, I don't remember what year that was. We lost that Thursday, as Danny Levingood mentioned in his interview. Other than that, I think that was it.
I mean, we always regrouped, and we still had a fair out of the 3 days in one way or another. And the exhibits, the outside exhibits have changed. We used to have the big tractors, heavy equipment, farm equipment, and that all has changed. We have a lot more smaller, mid-sized tractors and a lot more lawn tractors, dealers that come in now. You don't see too much even of the automobiles anymore. And since the chickens had the flu periodically over the years, and we finally gave up the chickens, we replaced chickens with rabbits. We have a rabbit show judging. And then we had, what was the name of that showmanship? Celebrity showmanship. We had that for a number of years. We have legislators, we have local bankers and people from funeral homes. Anybody would come in on yearly turns, and they would show an animal. They'd never done it before, and it got quite comical. We all had fun with it. That was a good hour out of the Friday evening that we would have. And Wayne Widener and some of these others, they would come in there and we'd make a funny out of them. Let's see what else. Rattle me, Kevin, with something.
Well, so let's take a little different perspective look at the fair here in your eyes as you are a two-term Oley Township supervisor. What does the fair mean to the community and how does it help the community?
Looking as a representative, supervisor, whatever you want to call us from the government side of it, the fair is all volunteers. There's no cost. We have a police department that the fair uses. And all the monies that they get in profit goes to the fire company, goes to the ambulance. And these are all, those donations just help to keep the tax burden down with the township. It doesn't cost the taxpayers as much directly that way, but it's all by those donations means a lot with the emergency services. And even the fair itself donates out to the community with scholarships and many other things. And businesses they donate to. The fair is a big help all the way around the community, that it is. It has done a lot, and the friendship it makes is dramatic. But it represents everybody in the community, in the county, really. But as far as the township, it saves the taxpayers quite a bit of money with the emergency services. And we help out a little bit with our road crew from the township. May share off some of their time, not a lot, but they'll share some time to prep the grounds if need be. It's not all the time, it's not a lot, but we all like to exchange our volunteers to each other. And Oley is all about volunteering as well as the supervisors. None of us take our pay, we volunteer the same. And I think Oley is proud of that. The fact that the volunteer is still here in Oley. It's hard to come by a lot of these places anymore. And I don't know if there's not many people that even get paid at the fair. The churches get a donation from the fair for their labor of helping with the serving of the food. But beyond that, there's not many people that get paid. It's all volunteer work. I have my ag department, and the ones that help out with the exhibits beyond what I do is all donated time. And I feel proud doing it. I don't want to be paid for it. I enjoy doing it because it makes other people happy, and it makes, when you see these people coming across the grounds for 3 days, the happiness that it creates is unreal. It's amazing. People talk about this far and beyond. And we have a lot of the old timers still coming around here yet. A lot of the people of the valley come in, but there's a lot of outsiders that are starting to come into the valley here. And the flow of people, it's different than what they used to be, but that's the times of today. That's how it is. But it's always been fun.
So you've been around the fair a long time. Leave us with that one favorite memory or favorite thing of the fair that you've got.
Well, I would have to say again, I love the entertainment. I try to put bugs in Kevin's ear about quality entertainment. It's almost as if I could stand on the stage and sing and there'll still be a crowd of people. I don't know why, but I like to see quality entertainment because the people deserve it. And I just enjoy around that stage how full, if the weather's correct, the abundance of people that are around there. You can't walk through very easily. It gets like, and I just enjoy seeing that and the fellowship of the people, everybody having fun. That's my big go-getter for the fair.
Well, we all know you enjoy your country music, and that's not a bad thing. So, Mark, thank you for sharing your thoughts and everything tonight. Thank you for being with us, and we hope you continue doing your volunteer work for the fair for a very long time.
Thank you.